Hey there, everybody, it's Brent here, and we are here to watch Lego Star Wars Terrifying Tales. This will be a reaction video. With me, as always, on the Star Wars universe, I've got Max,
Hey,
and I've got with me also Elijah and Jason, who are joining us, crossing the streams, and
Hey,
coming into this side of the Star Wars universe from the Marvel side. Again, which is kind of fun. So, guys, I am going to assume that you've seen some Star Wars Lego, but not all at this point.
see, so this is different from the Lego movies.
Hmm.
This is like this is its own series, right?
it's a
Like
hub
Legos has their
universe.
own
Yeah.
versions of this in different
They have
universes, right?
smaller shorts, right?
Yeah.
I've seen some of the smaller shorts,
I noticed these are different because
Star
like
Wars shorts that they have.
they're all gummy. Like they don't move like Legos do, right? Like
No, they're all
the
Lego.
models are all gummy, but not like the
No, no.
Lego movies where they're kind of
Oh,
none of the
bendy. They're
pieces
more
really
It is
bendy
less
bend.
rigid,
versus like
You
yeah.
know,
rigid.
they like bend in this. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. Now,
But
Max,
yeah,
you've seen most of them, though, haven't you? Or
Maybe not most of them. I've seen some
okay,
of them. There's enough to know there's a very loose canon
right?
of what's
There
going
has been.
on.
I mean, there was. I mean, I'll be honest. I loved what was called the Freemaker Adventures. They did 2 seasons, which was placed between The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, and they did introduce a Hutt in that series called Graballa the Hutt, who is honestly one of my most favorite characters in the Lego series. The actor who plays him, Dana Snyder, unbelievably funny, great comedic timing, and think of a used car salesman type character. But he played that character all the way from the Freemaker Adventures all the way through into the Star Wars All Stars. He was not connected with any of the earlier works like the Droid Tales or any of those stories, but I still liked that. It also seems that this particular Halloween special is kind of aimed around the sequel characters themselves. I think Poe and Ray might be in it, much like the holiday special was
Yeah, from
last
last
year.
year, yeah.
Yeah, which I wasn't a huge fan of, surprisingly.
Now,
Star
have
Wars
they ever in
universe,
Star Wars
not that I'm
canon
aware
or
of.
Star
oh,
Wars
that's
anything?
right.
Have they
No,
ever
Yeah,
addressed
what is
Halloween?
this? It's not like a Life
Yeah,
Day
they've
thing.
done
Or...
like Christmas seasonal stuff, but like I just don't see Halloween
I feel like it's
in
like
the Star Wars
Sith
universe.
based,
I see
Well,
Star
Sith-based
Wars
ghouls
being
and
in
I'm
demons.
Halloween, but not Halloween being in.
I have read the
Yeah, what are you gonna do? There's
synopsis
no
to this,
Frankenstein or
and
bats or ghosts
but
or
well,
you know.
it's a situation comedy story by the sound of it that takes place in a very specific place that could be considered haunted is probably the best way to explain it without giving away any of the story because this
Yeah.
episode is actually about to drop right now.
Okay.
So let's do this and see what it's like. It could
Okay.
be funny, it could be not.
It might be
We don't
dark.
know.
It might
Let's
be
find
like
out. It
you
might
know,
Yeah.
be, yeah. Well, let's start this on three,
Weekend at
2,
Bernie's,
and
like a dead Anakin.
one.
It's
Mustafa.
Mustafar.
Oh yeah.
Mustafar is my
Look
new
at this Darth
cast
Vader's voice.
rides as the ultimate
But it's
Which
not
one?
playing for me at all.
the awesome
Oh, this is one of his. Oh god, this is his freaking.
Oh, it's back to back.
This is his assistant.
now,
Or was it
you
Rogue One?
dog
Maybe Rogue One.
idiots. Keep an eye on the place.
Oh, maybe it's Rogue One.
It would be
I have no idea. Who
Terrifying
that was.
Tales. That means there's gonna be a couple of the tales.
Okay, many years later. Okay.
Oh yeah, like Tales from the Hood.
The last 5 guys in the galaxy.
Tales from the Crypt, yeah.
The first order is destroyed.
Or yeah, Tales from the Crypt.
Oh,
Undead, red,
Mustafa.
lava place.
This haunted castle.
I think this is top 3 worst places to end up in Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
Right. Most places are pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, like this, Dathomir and Hoth would just suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's your job with the guy.
Yeah, Graballa.
Oh, he's got Master Shake's voice from Aqua Teen.
It does sound like him.
Yeah, yeah.
It's also Venture Brothers.
You.
Oh, gross.
What's that?
Even his mouth kind of like.
Yeah.
I know it's kind of hard not to think of Shake.
Oh, did it freeze for everybody? It froze for me.
Oh really?
Oh, it froze.
power of the dark
Oh,
Thank
Can you fix
sir.
my X-wing?
Help fixing my
I could try to
X-wing.
keep him there.
Yep.
Fixing it.
The grown-ups are talking. So it looks like.
All right. So,
No.
is this Kid Broomchild?
Tell me.
It's like the Knights
This is
of
the
Ren
tale
helmets.
of a
Yeah.
power-
What? what? The
These are the
Lost Boys?
stories. Oh, it's
It
not
was the
Luke?
Lost Boys.
It's the school,
Yeah.
I think I would have preferred this movie than the sequels.
right? So they all die, huh?
Oh yeah, they all die.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
An alien reference.
The Knights of Ren are just a bunch of ravagers. This is what turns him. See cool guys on their motorbikes. That's creepy.
That's actually pretty creepy.
I like it. It's,
Yeah.
Why is this more backstory than we've ever gotten for them?
But this is crazy how much backstory this is right now.
they're just
The question
filling that
is-
huge void.
It's just weird that Disney would allow this kind of a backstory, even though probably it's not canon, to happen. Because this is like...
No, this is definitely not canon.
this
Well,
one-
I mean, you got to consider it's coming
yeah.
from. This is the story coming from that guy.
yeah, but
But what?
Yeah,
the,
that's
the,
true.
the Lego,
That's what this is the source of this.
but Lego has never been canon, but they're dealing with one of the most unexplained parts of the story so far, and the fact it seems like there's a possible connection to future stories is a little weird.
I mean, it's just a subject matter that makes
Yeah.
it seem that way, but it's all
Yeah.
you know, the unreliable source. Some wacko
It is,
lizard's
but the
castle.
Knights of Ren though are kind of a big thing about who they are and how they were created. What?
Small, weak.
This becomes a teasing name to him.
Oh god, they did the same thing in Solo when he was given his last name.
You can't let fear get to you. Look at me.
It scared his hair off.
Knocked his hair clean off.
Is that
Is that Grievous?
That was Grievous.
yeah, Grievous?
Oh wow, the Night Sisters, sweet. That actually kind of happened though.
BB Mall.
A guy gets cut in half, lives, and gets put back together by a bunch of witches. Is anybody buying this?
Oh, tell us more.
Oh, that's great.
That was literally all of us.
Yeah,
What are
Gundogs.
those? He's just flipping his cards around.
Venator class Star Destroyer.
Oh, it's a little short for a stormtrooper.
I wish I could
He's got
fight
the
rebellion
Jedi
and become the
haircut.
most
Yeah,
famous
Yeah,
pilot in
immediately
the
just put on the
galaxy.
Jedi hair.
This is a what if situation here.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Oh, it's James Arnold Taylor.
I'm going to be the most famous pilot in the galaxy.
He's like a transformer.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's turned into like,
the Bionicle.
yeah, that's what it looks
Okay,
like.
really? Like, you got it figured
Little zombie droids. NIL8.
Oh, N-I-L-8.
Annihilate.
I just got it too.
God, Night the Living Droid.
It's kind of fun.
149611388156.
That's good.
That's like straight up a Robot Chicken joke.
Oh, Scooby Doo
Yeah,
run sesh.
yeah,
Nate's
yeah, it
right
was.
behind us.
What?
that?
Oh, he's a pumpkin.
So weird.
Wow, he was way more useful here than in any of the movies.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Lego lava. Oh, you're not like Gollum.
I was gonna say Lord of the Rings right there.
He's still alive.
Oh,
Oh, that's
jeez. Oh, the wrong
Annihilate.
buttons. That's
Oh
funny.
my god.
It's funny. I like the zombie droids.
Yeah, those were cool.
Little zombie droids.
It was fun. It was a fun little
Yeah.
piece. The gags were the horror gags were kind of fun. A lot of the stuff
Yeah, that's
was,
pretty funny.
yeah, old movie gags, stuff like that. It's like
Yeah,
count
it's
the
how much
gags.
cool what
Halloween can they
uh,
squeeze in?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, how many horror gags could they squeeze in there? It was fun. It was a lot of fun. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I found it better than I liked it in more so than the holiday special they did last year. So
But what
it
about
was
Life Day?
Life Day. Yeah, fair enough.
Is there?
Either way,
They're
hmm.
gonna do a Life Day one for sure. They do it like one every year, right? Every holiday, there's one of these.
They
Not
should.
really. Yeah, yeah,
Uh, well, how about
they could.
now? Like, well, like
It would,
Christmas and stuff. Don't they like?
yeah.
How often do they release these?
Once
Well,
a year.
this is only yeah, but this is only the second one that they've actually done that's holiday related
Oh, okay.
that I think of. Yeah, the other ones have been mostly just like story oriented kind of thing. I mean, there was some interesting things. The whole Knights of Ren stuff was kind of an interesting story arc. I mean, obviously, it's got nothing to do what eventually will happen to whatever that story arc's going to be. But I was surprised that they let them actually go
Yeah,
there in an area that is like touch sensitive, of what we've
yeah. It's
always
such a fresh
questioned.
property,
Yeah, yeah. It feels like it could be, something that could happen somewhere, in the Mandalorian time period when
Oh yeah.
Luke builds his temple and stuff like that. We might get to see a young Kylo Ren during those times as a possibility in the future.
Yeah,
Whether it's comic or whether it's animated or whether it's live action or whatever, but it's kind of hard to. It's interesting that they chose that time period to pick a story. It was like, okay, it was kind of cool.
yeah.
Kind of definitely was more than we've ever learned about the Knights of Ren, if that was even
Right.
known,
That's the
which is
most
probably not
we've
the
seen
case.
outside of
Yeah,
anything
yeah.
on the
Again,
Knights of Ren.
nothing. They've announced officially that nothing Lego wise is actually canon to any part of the story,
That
uh,
makes sense.
which makes
Yeah,
sense completely. It's
I
a bit like
wouldn't be.
a
I'm
bit
not
like
surprised
Visions
about
and
that.
stuff like that. But I had fun. I had a few laughs. It was kind of like one of those things. So
Yeah.
anyway, Jason, Max, thanks for joining us, and
Thanks for having us.
everybody out there. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I believe what do we got coming up next? We've got in the Star Wars world. I think the next thing will be on November 12th when they announce
Yeah, the event.
the event kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
And there's supposed to be a Boba Fett special on Boba Fett on that Disney Plus day. So I assume it's going to be taking stories and stuff from Boba Fett throughout the 12 minutes of screen time he had in the Star Wars trilogy, or less, and whatever they're doing with him, in the upcoming series, I'm guessing, which would be interesting. And then Book of Boba drops officially. They announced this week on the 29th of December, which is also, I believe, the same day that Hawkeye ends. So
Oh yeah.
I
There's some
think we're gonna be.
overlap there.
There's an overlap there, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna want to watch the Book of Boba Fett season premiere before I watch the season finale of Hawkeye that day. So we'll play that up for grabs.
Yeah.
Anyway, everybody, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.
Yeah.